Hi, my name is David Sigba. I'm a Celestian. I'm a strong believer, and above all, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, so don't get me wrong. I am here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Tomorrow would be Sunday. I'm doing this on a Saturday night, and I want to beg my fellow Christians enough is enough. How do you feel going to church, sowing a seed, paying your tithe in hundreds of thousands, in thousands, in hundreds, and your neighbor is dying of hunger? Your neighbor's child cannot go to school. Your in your village you have people that are dying of sickness, and then you come out and you say you are sowing seeds, you are a Christian. My friend, you are not a Christian. Don't be deceived. What we have now is not Christianity, but we've idolized our pastors. You can't even say something about the pastor, and his members will come out and start saying you will die. Listen to me. They asked Jesus in the Bible, which is the greatest commandment of them all. And all he said was love. Love. Love is above every other thing. Instead of you tomorrow to give that money to that church, help your neighbor. Look for people around you. We keep complaining that Nigeria is bad. We keep complaining that the government is not performing. We keep complaining that look, the economy is bad, but yet we will not pay our taxes, but we will pay tithe, we will pay first seed. January is around the corner now. Next thing you see people taking their full salaries to pastors, and your pastors at the end of the day, what do they do with the money? Private jets, Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Jeeps. They use their fellow congregations as escorts, and they start living a lavish lifestyle. One of them in Port Harcourt keeps buying lands in the most expensive area in Port Harcourt, turning them to car park. Meanwhile, in his church, he has poor people that do not have accommodation. Listen, every church should give back 80% of what they receive until the churches, until our pastors start doing that. Please do not pay any tithe to them. Even in Islam, they pay their tithes. I hear they pay their tithes to the needy. They look for somebody that needs help and they help the person. Tell me what church that Dangote goes to pay tithe and yet is the richest man. If your tithe and your seed is working, how come a Christian is not the richest man in Nigeria or in the world? But Dangote is. So what are we getting? What are we doing wrong? Jesus has already said it in the Bible. Love. You are buying your pastor a private jet, you are buying your pastor a jeep, you are building a church of 1 billion in your village. If I go to that man's village, won't I find poor people there? Do you know what 1 billion would do with all the churches we have in Nigeria? Yet crime is on the high side. Why? Because there's hunger in the land. The crime rate would reduce if the churches start giving back to the society. 80% of what they get. See churches building schools, yet the poor people that the tax could not get, their children can't afford the schools. You look, see them buying lands and houses, securing lands and wealth everywhere. Yet the poor people there, they do not. Some of them do not even have one. They will tell you if you ask some of the pastors that they say I do charity. What charity? You make 1 million on a Sunday, and then you spend them 100,000 giving people. You say that is charity, my friend. You that pastor, you need Jesus. You that pastor, you need Jesus. Enough is enough. Listen, we would march to the National Assembly, we'll march to the Senate, and we'll beg the federal government audit all these one-man churches, audit their account, check their account, and then we must end this rubbish in Nigeria. Enough is enough. The pastors have deceived us too much. They keep saying God told them this, God said this, God said that. God is not a talkative. The Bible says, once has he spoken, twice have I heard. The second time must be through an echo. Listen, if you do not love your neighbor, you get nothing else. Do not be deceived. These pastors will tell you this thing. We thank God for few pastors that are beginning to speak this. I listened to Tunde Bakare, and I listened to Apostle Chibuzo. Church tithe, church offering should be for the poor people in the church. Enough of this. Any pastor that has private jet or has schools or own properties, my friend, you are not a pastor, you are a businessman. You should be arrested for tax evasion. The federal government needs to wake up. Every Sunday as they collect their money, every month you check the record, you would check the record, remove 80% and give them 20%. They are all, I repeat, most of the pastors are criminals and businessmen. I owe nobody apology. God bless you.